Hello, welcome back everybody. ElderBarrySirUp here, playing FTB Plexiglass Mountain for Minecraft 1.18. This mod pack has actually been quite fun. It is a kitchen sink mod pack for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, which means we can pretty much take any route we want to do, anything. We don't have to follow any type of quest book or anything like that. So during the stream last night, we created our 3x ore excavation. This was not here, neither were these ores. Essentially, you put your ore inside here, and this would purify it down to 3 chunks, and then it would go on and on. So each one of these we put in, we got 3. Then I thought, hey, let's check for the chunks. So, or not the chunks, the what do they call them now that come from the when you break the iron or any ore for the most part. Raw iron. Can this also be purified? And sure enough, it can. So that'll purify that into 2 instead of 3, but we get a lot more raw iron or raw ores in general from fortune on these ores. So they are potentially a lot more powerful. So I've come up with a way to get the fortune effects of the ores to be smelted. So we're making way more than 3. I can't give you an exact number because RNG, right, are random numbers that are going to come from Minecraft. Fortune is not always going to give us the same thing. And the way that we're doing this is we have a breaker module, and these breaker modules from modular routers, let's see here, use whatever pick you put in it. So if I put in a wooden pick, it's going to be like a wooden tool is breaking it. If I put in a netherite pick, but it gets even better. If I put in a netherite with fortune, and I don't know if the efficiency matters, but the unbreaking and mending does not. So if I put one in there with fortune, max out fortune, then we're going to get the good stuff. So we're going to go ahead, we'll finish this up. I have these being placed here automatically by the applied energistics formation planes. Now, as the ores are already in our system, they won't just go there. So what we have to do is from our AE2 system, we have this cable that we ran last episode. As you can see, after the stream, I have cleaned up the basement. We have fixed this up a bit. We've got this cable coming from here, going up into an exporter, and we actually have 2 exporters on this drawer. On each exporter is all the ores that we're going to be exporting, including the deep sleep versions. And then I said yesterday, capacity for getting 64 out of time. That's not what the capacity cards do. I apologize. They increase the amount of things you can have in an import or export bus. So if I were to take these out, it would take all but this middle one away. With just one in there, you get the middle and 4 sides. And then with the second one in, you can have up to 9 different things filtered in. So we have this exporting right now. All the gold has come into this drawer. And then we have an import going to a separate controller with no storage on it. And it's very important that you don't have storage on it, because if we had something like this with drives on, and we'll go over these new drives here shortly, if we had something like that, it would store them. And the annihilation planes, not the annihilation planes, the formation planes right here, place the object down as it comes into your system. So you have to make sure you do not have any type of storage other than the import bus right here. So as soon as one of these breaks, the system imports a new one and places it down. yes, that looked a little slow, but once the system gets going, it's going to be very fast. Um, so that's how we're getting the ore up here. The breaker module from module routers, it's got the fortune and the efficiency on it, and it's going to break the ore, place it down into the buffer, and then send it over to this chest or this drawer, which is also important that it's just the one type. It's only going to hold the one type. And then it goes through our system here. So we are going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to get us some more modular routers. I went with 5 just because we had 5 devices down here. Try to keep things odd numbers. We come out to 7 with this. I don't like even numbers too much in Minecraft, even though I'm building organically in here, so it's a little less important. But that's why I went with 5. You can have as many or as few as you want. 5 might actually be a bit too much. The system will not keep up with max speeds and everything. It will not keep up with these, which is fine. It's just going to store it all inside this drawer. All right, so we need, from the routers, we need modules. So for the, we should have, yes, we have 3 more of these because they come in 4s. So you right click, you shift right click where you want them to send to, and it's important that it's Mark 2 or above. Mark 1 has to be adjacent, I believe. So we'll place those in, making sure that they're all going to go. So we need 1 more of those, which means we're going to have some spares, which is fine. Modular routers, there's a lot of good things that we can do with it later on. So we need 4. Okay, I'll use that bow. And then the pearl. Right click, and because I have them stacked up, they all went to that. You just simply right click in the air to clear. But so that right there is good to go. Yeah, there we go. Next up is our picks. We need to make some fortune picks. You no longer have to type pound and then fortune to find enchanted books of a specific type or specific enchantments inside your system. I was trying to figure out why is it not showing up, because used to we had to type in pound. It was either pound or the $sign, but you no longer have to. It automatically brings it down. We do have a couple fortune 3s. Oh, we have enough fortune 3s, and then 1+1, and that's fine. I'm not going to have them all as fortune 4 unless we have more tomes at our mob farm. Tomes, yes. So for the picks, we're going to make some diamond picks right quick. There they are. So we're going to need 4 in total with some netherite. Get this. So this is from opening up my 100th loot in one of those looter chests. Just had it sitting in the basement for a while. All right, get these made up. And then we're going to pop over to the mob farm. There we go. Mob farm. Oh, and of course it's nighttime. Let's fix this. So there should not be any mobs around me at this time. 1, I have lighting for quite a bit of the area, and 2, I've created an environmental controller, which will be creating another one of these for the Enderman farm when we do get to that. Inside of here, I have peaceful mode and saturation. So anytime I'm on a base, I don't have to eat and I don't have to worry about bad guys spawning. I have noticed, though, the mod added things like those weird creepers. This guy is probably not in the radius anyway. But the resourceful resourceful creepers and red and blue skeletons will still spawn in the area. I have seen the creepers. I don't know if it's just the mods are not following the same spawning rules, whatever the case is, so we'll see. I do know Mushroom Islands, they will still spawn in troves because nothing else is spawning anywhere near there. All right, so let's get back to that mob farm. And added a little bit here. Oh, so I was over here and I did not have enough room for the system. There just was not enough room. So I was looking at storage options, and AE2 things being in this pack, AE2 things adds these disk drives, and I was like, well, what's the difference? And it's deep item storage. So I looked it up, and it turns it kind of into like a refined storage does, as far as it goes by bytes instead of item types and bytes. So I thought, hey, I am all for that. They are a little more expensive. You have to use some netherite to create them, and you lose a little bit of storage space. I don't remember what the exact calculations were, but I think it's well worth it. So in here, we need to see if we have efficiency. So we do have another efficiency. And fortune. Fortune. No. Thought maybe I misspelled it. Wither skeletons, they're building up there for us. 79 skulls. I have turned this skeleton one off because you don't get the good skeletons from it, which is the whole reason I went and killed a bunch of skeletons for that. I might, at some point, grab the shard, clear it out, and kill nothing but those red and blue skeletons with it and see if that has any effect. We'll see. Okay. Before we do get to enchanting, we need the rest of the books. Let's see, was there any efficiency in here? Oh yeah, because I've made that one villager that is just awesome. So fortune and efficiency. That's the real reason we come over here, because we have all of our XP here right now. And to add those, which are, well, they're just a little bit more expensive, but that will give us fortune 4. And we might as well use the efficiency one on there as well. So we've got 1. All right, so now we have our 4. Let's pop over, and for our, we need modular routers, modules. So it won't use this because there's not an actual recipe, because it depends on what type of actual pick you are using. So it doesn't tell you how much fortune's on there. So you may only need 1 on there. I'm not sure. Well, before we do that, one other very, very important. Oh, maybe it does, because they will not stack. We need the little calculator thing, the Regulator Augment. This is a must-have, and I will explain why here momentarily. I went into my test world to do this, just to make sure that it was going to work, and I made a big mess It was bad. We will get there. All right, so you open these up, throw in, well, because it's stacked, it's not going to. Open up, throw. So up, there we go. And I'm going to set it to 55. I think that's a good number for what we're doing here. So essentially what this module does, or this little augment, it is going to precise control over how many items are kept in the inventory. And the inventory in this case is the buffer of the drawer, or not the drawer, the module router. If you do not have this inside of your module, when we have this drawer, let's say right now we're about to be mining gold. Well, this is going to mine up all the gold. And if this drawer got full, or more likely, we ran out of gold and it started mining iron, if these buffers are full of iron or something else, it's just going to keep breaking these and placing them in the world. And I said earlier, this thing's going to get fast, so it would make a huge mess. So throw these on here. Oh, he's not on redstone. Okay. Well, good to know it's working. All right, and we're going to turn off the redstone on all of them. And you'll notice as it's going to build up speed. Why aren't you breaking? Oh, because I did not set you to up. Glad I didn't break the things below it. All right. So this buffer has too much in there. It is not placing it over here fast enough. But once that breaks down, it'll start breaking again. Now, perhaps I need to put the cinder 3s on there. Let's try that. Take those out, and it'll back stuff everything, so this should not be an issue. Target's cleared. Cinder 3. Oh, it needs an ender chest. Okay, that's okay. Oh, might help. Maybe it's just a regular chest, and nope, it is ender chest. That's okay. That's okay. Not mad. I think it'll probably be worth it. That was too many. Endstone, really? Grab R. Please have some endstone in here. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. The exact amount needed. We will set them set their home to here. 1. Should start. Why are you not sending fast? Oh, it's trying to keep 5 in there, 55 at this point. Once I got it to stop breaking everything into the world, I stopped testing. What if we take the cinder out? No, because that would be... maybe some upgrades. try for the stack upgrades. These guys. Not the augment. Or should it be the augment? We need some bricks, so grab some clay. This won't take near as long now, because we have this bad boy. Just get some extras though. So we'll go with the stack upgrade. Oh, come on. I guess I should probably test this with just one at a time. Take that out. It's definitely slowing it down. What if we change the order of these two? This is the fun of modded Minecraft, figuring out the issue, right? You have something you want to do. There we go. And now we're out of gold, so it's going to start bringing in that deep slate ore. Oh, we're out of power. That's okay. We figured out the issue. Make a bunch of these. Oh, they will only take 9 each. Should have paid attention. That's okay. We'll use them later on. Can I disassemble this? Nope. That's a bummer. Okay. For this, let's get rid of that. Grab us another tesseract. Nope, that's not where you go. Power out, activate, receive only. These tesseracts have been giving me a lot more problems than I remember them. Receive only. And then cable. Then of course you're probably gonna make me set you to output. Goes in, there we go. So now we are working on the silver at this point. What is y'all's issue? Y'all are out of power too. Aren't you coming from right down here? No, I got you running from the other side, huh? Okay. But look, that's, like I said, once it gets going, it goes. And this, I don't have any upgrades in here. Not needed, because I'd rather it just stop for a bit. It is a little loud. Let's... Okay, now we need place. Well, I can't test it anymore until it breaks some more. But these should be backed up, yeah. So this drawer is now full because it can't get any in here because this is out of power, which we're about to fix. So everything's backed up, which is what we want it to be able to do. Grab some more of that cable. Yeah, so we got you on just these dimensional things are cool for the beginning, but they sure run into some issues later on. How do we want to do this? We go this route. Should be able to. Now the question is, am I going to have to replace that other cable, or will it keep up now? You got power now. So as you see, as these come down, we're getting 2 per each one of these, and then it just continues the processing from there. So we are getting some gold, which is good because we definitely were needing it. We're getting very low on processed gold. Actually, let me grab some of this dust as it comes in. I need some of that for other things. Oh, so we should be, yep, we are now processing silver. Where's my time in a bottle? We'll do this. Oh, I don't want the silver, just the gold. Wait, do I need some silver? I can't recall. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop. Stop. This one stopped. Why aren't you stopping? Okay. So, we need to set it to where if there is 1 inside of there. 1. Because what just happened is they were full of the previous one, or they were done with the previous one, but they were not at 55, so it kept trying to break. That's the wrong thing. So we need to set this. If there is so much as 1 piece in there, you're not going to keep going. Okay, there we go. What was it I picked up though? Where did I put it? Oh, great. All right, so let's see if that's going to get through there. Oh, we got quite a bit to go. Let's, for the sake of demonstration, let us use the time in the bottle for the best purpose it can. Viewer entertainment. This needs to be sped up more. It's just processing it so fast now, it doesn't. And if, just in case you don't think so, silver, look at there. That number's just shooting up. It can't even render it. It's processing so fast. We'll keep this one sped up for a few moments. All right. Like how it starts getting that speed up. Like it's like, all right, are we sure we're going this time? Are we sure? Okay, so let's try the stack upgrades again. Not the modules though, the upgrades themselves. And not waste them by putting them in a module. 5 of them. Oh, there was already. Oh. How many will they hold? 6 each. So I think that Mark II sender would be fine. Yeah, the Mark III is so that it can do the buffer from any dimension. So that was a waste. But so there's no limit on distance for it to place it into and out of containers. Which means our lava thing doesn't really need an intertank. We could just have it automatically shoot here to another tank. That's cool. Not mad about that. That's cool. So we should be, yep. So that means the copper is full. Yep. And it's not going to keep going because there's at least one, which means if something else was up there and there was at least one copper in here, it will not continue breaking, making a mess. All right. Whew. I hope anybody that saw the first portion of this episode stuck around to learn that. So I did, like I said, did some cleaning up down in the basement, created a bunch of compact drawers for our ingots since we're now doing processing. I think it just feels so much better down here. I can move around. It's not up and down the elevators. The basement's where we're going to have most of our processing stuff and our deep storage as well. So for the drives, right quick before we end the episode, these drives, what I did was I took one of the other 64s, one of the 64 that I had, that was the regular type, got that emptied out by placing it inside of this IO port, which took everything out to put it inside of these / the drawers. Then there was a few items left, so I had to play the game, take everything else out of the system, or take all the other cards out of the system, place just that one in there, take everything out, throw it into my inventory temporarily, and then from there I disassembled it because with these drives you can right click it. So if you have one of these drives, these flip item cells, you just simply right click, not the portable ones. I'm sure you could with those two, but you simply right click the disk or the drive, whatever the case is, and it'll give you back the housing and the component that was inside, if the component that was inside is empty. From there, I created the first one of the 64K, took all the rest, the 4 and 16Ks that we had, placed them inside of there, and every bit of my storage then fit inside this one. So we do have plenty of storage space to last us for a while. Yeah, that's working beautifully. So now that that's going, I'm going to leave that on. Let's get the mechanism things. And we're not going to use an anchor for them. Mechanism. We're just going to mute them. Because if they were on, it gets quite loud. And without using an anchor, since I'm not using an anchor, that means anywhere I place down one of those machines, it's not going to make noise. So if we were on a server and I went to somebody else's base that was run all off of this kind of stuff, we'd be fine. If I used an anchor, it would just be for that one position. So let's get us a screenshot of this new upgrade. There we go. Try for the thumbnail. And we're going to go ahead and call that. We're going to call it an episode. Get this as well. Sorry, need the screenshots. Gotta have the thumbnails, right? Okay. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Another episode may be coming out today, may be coming out Sunday, or we might be waiting till Monday for the live stream before another episode is posted. We'll just see how things go. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. It's been fun being here with you today, and we'll see you soon. Till next time, take care.